Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It is a proud Boise State tradition to honor our graduates who are also active military or veterans. Please look at the red, white, and blue honor cords signifying our military graduates. We also want to remember the men and women in the service of our country who are deployed around the world. To honor all those who serve and sacrifice for the freedoms we treasure, we offer this moment of silence. Well, good afternoon, and welcome to the 102nd graduation ceremony for Boise State University. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Please be seated, everyone. We are so delighted to see such a large turnout of family and members and friends. Please join me in acknowledging Jan Sue Park on violin, John Bostron on piano, the City of Trees pipes and drums, the Boise Police Honor Guard, and our own Boise State ROTC for that beautiful introduction to today's ceremony. Graduates, congratulations on reaching this important milestone in your lives. Today, we recognize the tremendous investment you've made in your quest to obtain your degree. We know that this route has not been without its twists and turns, and has often required you to defer the enjoyment of the moment for the long-run goal of getting to this day. Call it sacrifice, commitment, challenge, intellectual curiosity, pure tenacity. You dedicated your life to expanding the mind, and today we celebrate your arrival. Please remember, though, that your educational journey is not over. We sincerely hope that the foundation of learning that you've acquired at Boise State has ignited a passion for education and learning that will last you for a lifetime. Now, of course, your arrival at this juncture did not happen without a good deal of support from family and friends. So, if I may, moms and dads, husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, children, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and significant friends, please stand so that the graduates can express their appreciation for the support you've given them to attaining these goals. We are honored today to have members of our Board of Trustees with us. Our board members are appointed by the governor and volunteer their time to set policy for all public education in Idaho, including serving as trustees for Boise State University. We feel fortunate to have a board so deeply committed to the highest quality education for Idaho's college and university students, and I am pleased to introduce the two members that are with us today. Andrew Scoggin is a board member and also current Executive Vice President of Human Resources, Labor Relations, Public Relations, and Government Affairs at Albertsons Companies. Trustee Scoggin earned his undergraduate degree from Brigham Young University and Juris Doctorate, graduating cum laude from Brigham Young University's J. Reuben Clark School of Law. Also today with us is Dr. David Hill, current board secretary. Dr. Hill was appointed to the Idaho State Board of Education in 2014. He's a retired deputy director for science and technology at Idaho National Laboratory. He holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics and a doctorate in mathematical physics from Imperial College, London University, and an MBA from University of Chicago. Dr. Hill will provide greetings from the board.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Provost Schimpf. I want to extend my personal thanks to the many family members, friends, and other supporters who've come here to be behind you today and welcome you into the ranks of graduates. On behalf of my colleagues, not just Andy Scoggin, but the other members of the State Board of Education and the Board of Trustees of Boise State University, I'm delighted to congratulate you all. You've done a remarkable thing. You'll leave here today with a sound educational foundation, well prepared to meet the future. And I know we'll hear more about this graduating class and the things you're going to do to change the world. But that's up to you. Our job is to provide you with that foundation. It's your job to use it and go forward and improve the future. And there's one thing you can do for us back here, and that's continue your support for education. You might start by joining the Alumni Association. There's other ways, volunteering at public schools, community colleges, going on, furthering your education. But I think the most important thing is somewhere along the way, maybe it'll be a sibling, a friend, a colleague in the workplace who's wondering about the value of education. Talk to them. Tell them how important being at Boise State was to you and getting that education. Encourage them. Because education pays off over and over again. And this little thing that you might be able to do will help us all in the future, will help the country move forward in this rapidly changing time. Your personal commitment and support for education will make it even easier for others to enjoy that. So I want to encourage you to do that and allow others to access the world of opportunity that Boise State has given to you. So a last congratulations, best wishes, and with me, 1, 2, 3, go Broncos!
Thank you, Dr. Hill, for your words and your dedication to education in Idaho. Boise State has experienced significant enrollment growth in recent years. With nearly 28,000 students served annually, we confront many of the same challenges that any large public university struggles with in the nation today. Our faculty and staff not only focus on serving more students each year, they also spend time enhancing our academic offerings and developing new programs. Their extraordinary accomplishments contribute directly to the value of the degree that you receive today. So it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the university vice presidents, deans, and faculty present today. Mr. Kevin Satterley, Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Ms. Laura Simic, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Leslie Webb, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Edward Test, Faculty Senate President. And Dr. Tony Rourke, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences and incoming Provost. Dean Rourke, will you please come forward and introduce the academic deans of the university?
Thank you, Provost Schimpf. It's my honor to introduce the academic deans of the university who are here with us this afternoon. Dr. Tammy Vakahazi, Dean, Graduate College. Dr. Richard Osgathorpe, Dean, Graduate College of Education. Dr. Corey Cook, Dean, School of Public Service. And Dr. Andrew Finstuen, Dean of the Honors College. Let me also take a moment to commend our faculty whose efforts have guided these graduates to successful completion of their programs of study. Many of them are seated behind the stage today. The university wishes to extend a special thank you to these individuals for their dedicated service to the students, alumni, community, and the university. Please join me in thanking the faculty. This occasion also serves as a time to recognize faculty members who are retiring. This spring, we have 14 faculty members who are entering retirement and who are being honored by their colleagues as Emeriti faculty. Joining us this afternoon are Bruce Ballinger, Professor, Department of English, 23 years of service. Maggie Chase, Associate Professor, Department of Literacy, Language, and Culture, 12 years of service. Stan Steiner, Professor, Department of Literacy, Language, and Culture, 26 years of service. Karen Euling, Professor, Department of English, 37 years of service. And Richard Young, Professor, Department of Art, 24 years of service. We extend a very special thank you to these individuals for their dedicated service to students, alumni, community, and our university. Please join me in applauding the efforts of our Emeriti faculty.
Boise State University has a proud tradition of featuring student speakers at commencement, and believe me, they are the highlight of the show. Rachel Elena Galina is graduating today with honors. earning a bachelor's degree in multidisciplinary studies focused on economics, political science, and gender studies, along with an Arabic studies minor and a perfect 4.0 GPA. Rachel's level of global awareness and passion for elevating the stories of others using her natural energy and talents is truly remarkable. During her tenure at Boise State, she has worked as an Albanian refugee interpreter. She worked with Mary Ellen Ryder's Linguistics Lab to help launch a communications app designed to help local service providers better engage with the Boise refugee community. And she returned to Kosovo, where she was raised, to develop an English language curriculum and teach women's empowerment classes. In 2016, Elena won a Boren Scholarship. This is a prestigious award that supports awardees' work in foreign countries to become fluent in less commonly taught languages. With this scholarship, she traveled to Israel and Palestine, where she used her burgeoning Arabic skills to join reconciliation activities and to work as a photographer at business training programs, seminars, and conferences. While there, she also worked as a social justice advocate for the Haifa Feminist Center, conducting research on gender-based violence in Palestine, and volunteered for a variety of peace activist groups that routinely traveled to the Jordan Valley to rebuild homes and walk alongside Bedouin shepherds caught in political conflict. Elena is a learner foremost and then a student, noted Shelton Woods, our Associate Dean of the Honors College. She writes about hidden lives. She brings them to our attention. She does this because she seeks out the voiceless and the disenfranchised, and to their amazement, wants to know them. Her ability and willingness to interact with everyone, no matter their background, provides her readers with a full-orbed picture of her topic. In addition to the Boren Scholarship, Elena was named a 2017 Harry S. Truman Scholar for Idaho and was a 2017 Rhodes Scholar finalist. Following graduation, she will serve as an interim for the U.S. Department of State in the Bureau of East Asian Affairs. Building on her years documenting and communicating the stories of Arab women caught in both political and physical conflict, she one day hopes to earn a master's degree in public policy and women's studies at Oxford University. Class of 2018, I present one of your own, Rachel Elena Galina.
Thank you, Provost Schimpf. On behalf of the class of 2018, I have to begin by thanking all of you. Though it may feel trite, as though every commencement speech begins this way, they do so for good reason. We're able to celebrate today in large part because of the love and support we've received from all of you the last 4 years. So faculty, staff, friends, and family, thank you. All right, cool. You guys agree? And now to all of you, my fellow graduates, class of 2018. What can be said? In the last few weeks, thinking it over, I've been daunted with the prospect of speaking across disciplines, personalities, and backgrounds. Limited by my own experience, what can I say that resonates with everyone seated in this room? Uncertainty. No matter what being a Bronco has meant to you the last 4 years, and for each of us it's been distinctly different. At this moment, we're all facing a certain measure of uncertainty. It's our common denominator. And though you may not see it in those around you, if your friends are anything like mine, each of them has something they're uncertain about. Even the one who has admittance into the PhD program of her dreams doesn't know how she'll contend with a long-distance relationship. The one who has his relationship sorted out and is getting married this summer doesn't know if he'll get into med school. The one moving halfway across the world to work in India doesn't know how she'll contend with culture shock and homesickness. The one headed home doesn't know how he'll put up with living so close to his parents again. Frankly, his parents don't know how they'll put up with him. We're all facing uncertainty, and yet individually, we're fretting about it. In listening to us, you get this sense that we each think uncertainty is unique to us, and that the person seated to our left or our right somehow has it more figured out than we do. We're wrong. Isn't that a relief? You can all take a deep breath now. I'm going to take a deep breath. I mean, think about it. Our parents weren't 100% sure about child rearing the day each of us was born. Our faculty members weren't certain how to motivate us our first few days on campus. Our own President Custra doesn't know what this next chapter of his life will feel like. In the end, part of being an adult is being continually uncertain. What matters then, what actually defines us, is what we do in the face of it. A quick Google search yields a dozen articles on uncertainty, on our options. We can resist or we can accept. I may have read all of the articles that popped up. Whether it's the Harvard Business Review, Psychology Today, or The Atlantic, they all agree that in the face of uncertainty, our natural inclination as people is to resist it. Yet they also all agree that because of its inevitability, our efforts to resist mess with us. The studies show that fixating on uncertainty, we shrink from new opportunities. Trying to control our environment, at best we pull inward. At worst, we're arrogant and standoffish. Attempting to be definitive with our identities, we compare and are uncomfortable with those who differ from us. You can see this behavior manifest in me. Indeed, those seated in the room closest to me have seen it, and they'd be quick to tell you it's not pretty. When I try too hard to control my environment, I posture. I boast, I'm ill at ease, and I'm deeply self-critical. You can see this all around you with your own friends, in social media and in bars. That pressure to be right has led us to a culture of disparagement and the comedic roast that we're all really fans of in our generation. I'm good at it. We see it manifest in a larger scale all around us. The political climate of today, an era of global uncertainty that's led to derision in unprecedented levels. So if this is what resistance gets us, all these obvious negatives, I've just listed them off for you. What's the alternative? Acceptance. How do we not get stuck resisting? Well, grace. To be at ease within uncertainty requires grace, and that's hard. Grace is arguably one of the most complex and malleable words in the English language, so really risky of me to center my speech around it, I know. It has religious connotations, athletic connotations, artistic, social, and relational connotations. It's a loaded word. And yet, all the options the thesaurus threw at me did not feel right. Ease, charity, clemency, nimbleness. That would have been a rough run to write a speech around. And the thing is, we all know grace when we see it. It bowls us over. It's that rare and unique quality of world changers that manages to hold judgment and charity in conjunction. To set the highest standards of yourself and the world around you, you need good judgment. Yet to contend with the inevitability of failure caused by that good judgment, you also need charity. Grace is a dance between the two. It accepts that we don't know for sure, that we will fail, that the world is confusing, that there is no key to unlock goodness, happiness, and fulfillment. It manages to accept all these things and not be daunted, discouraged, or immobilized by them. Practically, this makes two things possible. First, extending grace to yourself chills you out. We all need that. I definitely need that. Not only will your mom like talking to you better on the phone, always a good thing, but you'll be able to laugh at yourself instead of berating yourself. Second, extending grace to those around you allows you to live in closer community, even with those who irritate and disappoint you, of which there will be many. Now, what I really want us to focus on, though, is the combination of these two. What extending grace to yourself and extending grace to those around you enables. This is where it gets good. I promise I'm almost done. The world needs changing, right? I think we can all agree. Can I get like some noise on that? The world needs changing. I'd like for each of us to change the world somehow. And whether for you, that means building better systems, educating young minds, doing cancer research, writing a really great book, overthrowing the current political world order, or just being the best parent alive, you've got that thing. You have something you want to tackle. And I think the greatest deterrent, what puts us most at risk of not doing the things that terrify us, is our lack of grace. Our need for certainty before we begin. Why do I say that? On what grounds am I making this argument for the necessity of grace? Well, what Provost Schimpf didn't list off in my intro, the things that are never listed in these intros, are all of my confusions and failures, of which there have been many. Studying female empowerment in the last 4 years has been a complete mess. My first policy proposal said economic development could reduce rates of violence against women in conflict. So I moved across the world and worked with a group doing that, and I saw that that led to an erosion of civil society and an upshoot in domestic violence. So then I touted civil society and saw that descend into corruption. And the list goes on and on and on. I can nerd out with you after if you want to know the details. But the point here is that you each have that thing. You've been there. You understand what I'm talking about. And if you're anything like me, when you brush up against those limits, you're at risk of going down a spiral. A spiral that says, why did I try? What was I thinking? Why am I such a failure? Why keep tackling something I seem to be making so little progress in? Why keep pushing up against these levels of uncertainty? I say this first and foremost to myself, because I really need to hear it. And if the dozens of conversations I've had with many of you in the last few weeks are of authentic indication of where you're at today, I think you need to hear it too. Experience grace and get over it. Simultaneously cut yourself a little slack and push yourself to do better. Let's not wallow in what we don't know. Doing stuff every day that makes us uncomfortable is tough. It's gonna suck. Uncertainty and failure is going to be rough. But what's our alternative? Someone handing us all the answers? Someone giving us a super safe life? We don't want that. We all have dreams. And so we arrive at this particularly poignant moment in our lives, a major milestone. We're graduating. I'm gonna say that again and you're gonna clap. We're graduating. Woo! But instead of fixating on the details of our circumstantial uncertainty, often we ask ourselves, what are we gonna do in the face of it? I hate to break it to you, but uncertainty is not unique to today or this summer, this year. It's gonna be with us forever. And what will define us is how we choose to respond. The good news, we've already gotten our feet wet. That's what we're celebrating today. It's what I want to congratulate you on. Though your college experience wasn't framed in these terms, it's been a constant exercise in grace. Think back. Not switching majors just because you failed OChem the first time, that was grace. Not backing away from loving someone this past semester, even though you have horrible memories of botching it sophomore year, that was grace. Not giving up entirely on your efforts at nutrition when you got to Monday of this week and you realized somehow you'd managed to eat Panda every single day of Dead Week? Ultimate grace, guys. Not abandoning writing, even though you've submitted and been rejected 18 times. Not screaming at yourself or your first graders that time you were student teaching on a Monday morning, hungover, with mismatched socks, no granola bars in your backpack, and a broken phone. Ultimate grace. Gotta love Mondays. In each of these moments, you had to be charitable with yourself and the world around you, while simultaneously knowing and pushing for something better, maybe less Panda. So class of 2018, it is with great honor that I congratulate you. Your audacity and dedication in the face of 4 years of uncertainty got you here. Be encouraged by what you've accomplished. Revel in it, rejoice, go out, hug your grandparents, hang out with your friends. Be excited today. We made it, And then tomorrow, though, wake up, recognize you won't have all the answers, but go out and tackle the thing that scares you nonetheless. Contemplate grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena, for those inspiring words, gracious words indeed. Okay, graduates, ready? We're now at the focal point of this ceremony, the conferring of degrees and certificates. All in all, we have 2,682 students eligible for graduation today, qualifying for 2,935 degrees and certificates. 647 of our students are completing their program with honors, 61 summa cum laude, 203 magna cum laude, and 383 cum laude. Dean Rourke, will you please present the candidates for degrees earned?
I would also like to extend my congratulations and best wishes to the candidates. It's now my pleasure to present the candidates who have met the degree requirements and who have been recommended by the faculty for graduation. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please rise? Will the candidates for education specialist degrees please rise? Will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Will the candidates for graduation with baccalaureate degrees please rise? And finally, will candidates for associate degrees please rise? Provost Schimpf.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by President Custra, the trustees at Boise State University, and upon the recommendation of the deans and faculty, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate doctoral, master's, specialist, bachelor's, and associate degrees with all the rights and privileges hereto.
Graduates, please be seated. It is now time to begin the individual recognition of each graduate in the order of degree and by college noted in your program. Names will be read by Ann Price, lecturer, Department of Theater, Film, and Creative Writing, and Dr. Richard Clouch, department head, Department of Theater, Film, and Creative Writing. Provost Schimpf, I present the candidates for doctoral degrees. Will the doctoral graduates and their faculty advisors please come forward?
Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Mohammed Salih Al-Romay, hooded by Dr. David Gabbard and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Richard Bradley Coates, hooded by Dr. Jennifer Snow and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Tana Marie Johns, hooded by Dr. Sherry Dismuke and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Liesl Allen Milan, hooded by Dr. Jennifer Snow and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Kelly Lee Rich, hooded by Dr. Jonathan Brendifer and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Refik Sadikovic, hooded by Dr. Stanley Steiner and Dean Richard Osgathorpe. Doctor of Philosophy in Geosciences, Miguel Angel Aguayo, hooded by Dr. Alejandro Flores and Associate Dean Leslie Durham. Doctor of Philosophy in Geosciences, Annika Marie Quick, hooded by Dr. Sean Benner and Associate Dean Leslie Durham. Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Administration, John Dale Gaddert, hooded by Dr. Gregory Hill and Dean Corey Cook.
Doctoral degree constitutes the highest achievement that a student can attain in the academic world. And thus, while the degree symbolizes the culmination of an individual's life as a student, it does not mean the end of learning. To the contrary, one who receives a doctoral degree bears a special responsibility to cultivate and disseminate learning through one's chosen field of endeavor. I congratulate you on earning a doctoral degree and charge you to honor that special responsibility that this highest degree entails. Graduates may be seated. I now ask that Dr. Tommy Vakahazi, Dean of the Graduate College, and Dr. Scott Lowe, Associate Dean, please come forward and recognize the Education Specialist and Master's Degree graduates. Will the graduates receiving Education Specialist and Master's Degrees please rise and come to the front of the stage.
Jacob Schiess,
David Olson Sotutu,
Teal Montgomery Vosberg,
Janet Williamson,
Caitlin Peterson,
Wendy Lynn Olensalen,
Matthew Petrolia,
Tracy Thornton,
Jared Dane Johns,
Marita Jean Diffenbaugh,
Kara Ferguson,
Geraldine Gillespie,
Savannah Nicole Renslow,
Chris Taylor,
Marie Danelle Letourneau,
Rebecca Finn Anderson,
Lauren Lucas,
Fritz S. Peters,
Keveni Rosier,
Jacoby Snedden,
Suzanne Foote,
Heather Hepworth,
Stephen Joseph Pretty,
Catherine Dieta Rutan,
Katie Mae Rangel,
Ryan Marie Waldman,
Jenalee Casey Overrocker,
Echazo Lorea Cayero,
Scott Watford,
Tara R. Sells,
Joseph Michael Boboige,
Thayer Najef Muhammad,
Ryan Andrew Hall,
Gabriel Thomas Stevens,
Denise Ann Lyman,
Gabrielle Dene Bolayu,
Emily Nicole Jones,
Gabriel Cecilio Garcia,
Taylor Corin Kaserman,
Anthony K. Harris,
Karen Durant,
Michael John Grigsby,
Jadelyn Thompson,
Mercedes Livier Olivares,
Vanessa Elaine Genero,
Autumn Mist Lopez,
Julie Ann White,
Natalie Ann Disney,
Laura Therese Woosley,
Jory Michael Edens,
Zara Lausch,
Juan Carlos Vargas,
Ashley Chafee,
Michaela Lynn Mitzel,
Ethan Robert Snell,
Caitlin Renee Lister,
Lauren Michelle Moore,
Kelsey Leanne Mosley,
Caleb Jesse Orr,
Angela Haw,
Bailey Mae Bunn,
Amy Charlotte Hilton,
Kathleen Marie Barnum,
Lance McGinnis Brown,
Tyler Lobb,
Scott Richard Flederjohn,
Deprice Prado,
Jennifer Ree Wangler,
Nicole Ann Minier,
Cheryl Lynn Masters,
Emily Suzanne Mortensen,
Kimberly Ray,
Natalia Samedovsky,
Anthony Roland Farley,
Marissa Ariel Ayala,
Corey Dane Gaskell,
McCall Marie Edmonds,
Robert Glenn Blackston,
Kirsten Thomas,
Kelsey Marie Hegel,
Delana Sue Thompson,
Catherine Oliphant Griffin,
Joseph DeGrazia,
Brian Lawrence Plasto,
Amy Peterson,
Christy Sue Christensen,
Amber May Miller,
Nolan Edward Turner,
Aranza Ugalde,
Catherine Jensen,
Tate Meehan,
Matt Naples,
Casey Lindefer,
Sherry Lynn Mason,
Christopher Lyndon Kohlmeyer,
Anastasios Kostikas,
Brandy Lee Fitzwater,
Catherine Swanson Sathry,
Tara Therese Garza,
Becky Jo Bridgewater,
Sarah Elizabeth Shackelford,
Mary Jo Surgis Prokop,
Camille D. Hammond,
Cheney Elizabeth Hill,
Lainey Lynn Ritholler,
Elizabeth Ann Slaybaugh,
Whitney Scheck-Snyder,
Tucker Carl Grimshaw,
Nicole Juliet Christensen,
Ali Chu,
Pedro Adam Cordobitarte,
Rebecca Stafford,
Michael Cummings,
Casey Lee Tullis,
Brian Wesley Cox,
Patrick Griffin,
Jason Gerald Zastro,
Megan Christine Hawthorne,
Carrie Diane Greer,
Lindsay Elliott,
Amy Ann Johnson,
Alex Estes,
Courtney Murray,
Cora Larson,
Catherine Mariah Francis,
Thomas Glenn Lundgren,
Sophia Valdez,
Tara Armstrong,
Monte Nicholas Shamber,
Taro Deandra Golden,
Mary Elizabeth Robinson,
Danny Zwolfer,
Tamison Faraday O'Rourke,
Dawn Jean Findle,
Carly Ann Pritchard, Kaylee Christensen.
Please join us in congratulating these graduates. Graduates, please be seated. Will Dr. Leslie Durham, Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. C.J. Northrup, Associate Dean, please come forward and recognize the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Will the graduates receiving degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please come to the front of the stage?
yeah, you've got it.
Got it. Just keep going. Try to read it. I'll touch it when we stop.
Demir Zornick, Sejin Lee,
Keep going.
Dina Marie McLaughlin,
TJ L. Squires,
Amy Rochelle Molvig,
Leslie Carolyn Mora,
Caitlin Noel Olso,
Tyler Olden Mayome,
Taylor Marie Weston,
Jane Elizabeth Nemeth Neal,
Paula Sue Cook,
Cheyenne Renee Austin,
Kimberly Ray Olson,
Ben Russell Wieland,
Nathan Alexander Axon Phillips,
William Jack Tebow,
Rachel Lynn Riskelly,
Christina Marie Copper,
Holly Ann Nair,
Jaden Mitchell Curl,
Taylor Louise Belali,
James Ian Moretto,
Jacqueline Jean Phillips,
Michael Ray Menier,
Christopher Mackenzie Dale,
Casey Prado,
Desiree Autumn Midby,
Tabitha Catherine Smith,
Christina Troughton,
Tara Lynn York,
Caitlin Noel Lang,
Saray Hilda Rose Forrest Davis,
Scott R. Landrum,
Jill Marie Brown.
Rhonda Jean Reagan.
Cole Bruce Warner.
Brian Ray Miller.
Gloria Elisa Rojas.
Quinn Richardson.
Alessandra Marina Salinas.
Diane Christian.
Jacob Whitworth Dalton.
Shaylin Lynette Marie Shaw.
Sidney Arrington Smith IV.
Marilyn Sue Roberts.
Orion Myers Suber.
Timo Swanner.
Noah A. Ipaye.
Jolene R. Gupton.
Jared Taylor Edgar.
Jana Brielle Hart.
Olivia Echo Jacobson.
Alexander Lazar Sessa.
Patricia Brianna Irving.
Marisa Margaret Robles.
Joshua Brown.
Rachel Renee Hernandez.
Devin Ray Ramey.
Spencer George Hampton.
Jessica Allison Huey.
Cheyenne Michelle Hastings.
Brian A. McBee.
Nicholas Jake Sheely.
Jeffrey Allen Carlson.
Casey Bonds.
Janie E. Boone.
Zachary Nicholas Echeverria.
Erica Lee Lewis.
Autumn May Ellis.
Casey Raymond Hamer.
Lauren Nicole King.
Deborah Lynn Shaw.
Joseph Brandon Burton.
Sophia Curiel.
Arthur Hugh Gehring.
Tyler Paul Norton.
Brian Tristan Strang.
Jacob Clayton Robertson.
Jeffrey Thomas Ketchum.
Janelle Cruz.
Marcus William Ross Blandford.
Abe Copeland.
Robert Emmett Cronley.
Micah Ocean Hetherington.
Scott Charles Mitzen II.
Amanda Ann Kent.
Emma Grace Wilkins.
Jana L. Hockersmith.
Anthony Michael Rogers.
Kristen May Dolan Flores.
Raven Renee Lowe.
Ansley Elizabeth Meeks.
Elise Adams.
Carson Jacob Sandow.
Jana J. Gray.
Berta Carlene Jackson.
Aaron K. Martin.
Evan Thomas Fishburne.
Molly Elizabeth Bridle.
Taylor Ellen Munson.
Catherine Elizabeth Harrop.
Shannon Kelly Brennan.
Jennifer Christine Hoke.
Michael Maliko Young.
Jordan N. Marcioni.
Olivia Marie Smock.
Melissa McCole Miona.
Chloe Marie Nolan.
Kendall May Fagan.
Carly Whitaker.
Sean M. Clements.
Brittany Irene Ramirez.
Michael Christopher Burke.
Lauren Long.
Emily Rebecca Francis Allen.
Eric Ryan Smith.
Heather Ashley Birdseye.
Dakota R. Sloniker.
Samantha Ann Spain.
Lauren Elise Wright.
Amanda Catherine Agramonte.
Lucas Lands.
Ann Tierra Head.
Alexander C. Rowland.
Marlene Salinas.
Rachel Glenn.
Sonai Alaves.
Morgan Marie Lindsay.
Stephanie Michelle Aragon.
Christina E.P. Gilmore.
Celeste Demas.
Amanda Brooke Alexander.
Sarah Nicole Lowe.
Areli Castro.
Lindsay A. Hobbs.
Micah James Buckmiller.
Rebecca Eva Williams.
Sienna Therese George.
Jessica Caitlin Richmond.
Elizabeth Marie Raphael.
Amanda Walsh.
Austin T. Henderson.
Vanessa Ann Asbury.
Hannah Chalice Castleberry.
Veronica Palova.
Savina Elizabeth McMurray.
Shayna Faye Brinkmeyer.
Monica Banuelos Cimental.
Alexandra Faith Olin.
David Nathaniel Muir.
Kelsey Lynn McHugh.
Paige Ariadne Lynn Dorsey.
Madison Lynn Gregory.
Jennifer Victoria Pennell.
Travis Miles Wood.
Lauren Elizabeth DeHaas.
Jessica Aaron Stifler.
Emily Christine Fry.
Amanda J. Ireton.
Susan Victoria Fudge.
Andrew Ubramo.
Kate Ann Albus.
Jenna Louise Farmer.
Brittany K. Krogel.
Alyssa L. Celadon.
Danielle Rossi Duggar.
Riley Elizabeth Taylor.
Jeremy Brock Loveland.
Austin Lee Medeiros.
Alexandria J. Summers.
Shawnee Ann Wall.
Jasmine Mariah Robertson.
Karen Levine.
Mira Leticia Marquez Montes.
Julie Ann McClung.
Rhea Imogene Stark.
Lauren Paige Chafee.
Shaylin Michelle Chestnut.
Ashlyn True Huback.
Courtney Barton.
Allison Catherine Baker.
Gina Miller.
Tassik Kong.
Ashley Shea Berry.
Rachel Elena Galina.
Kayla Isis Roberts.
Erin Lindsay Askew.
Bailey Hannah Flores.
Becky Sue Lopez.
Katrina Maxwell.
Milagros Vela.
Molly Ann Dale.
Brianna C. Dyer.
Stephanie Lee Zentner.
Kathleen Ann Davis.
Kenna Ray Bertnoli.
Connor Evan Sidabaca.
Spencer James Baliau.
Daniel David Clements.
Peter Lauren Taylor.
Ashley Grace Chipman.
Alexa A. Valladolid.
Brenna Annette Trundy.
Ryan Enrique Avila.
Samantha Marie Lohman.
Lauren Dale.
Rhonda Paroli Hall.
Brittany Joe Tingy.
Joseph E. Miller.
Ashley Marie Deason.
Michael Hagedorn.
Laurel Davidson Rickard.
Timothy Patrick Taylor.
Nathaniel Huron.
Brock Allen Harris.
Clinton Flippin.
Michael J. Palmieri.
Charlie Sutton.
Kristen Hart Dobbs.
Taylor Raymond McKnight.
Hannah M. Schleep.
Peter Blake Huguenin.
McKenna Schrader.
Rylan Geary Cobre.
Brittany M. Hassis.
Taylor Andrew Lipman.
Brittany Mitko.
Tina Ray Mancuso.
Joshua Allen Swan Patrick.
Brent William Larison.
Sydney Young.
Isaac Moore.
Joan Wittensteiner.
Catherine Diane Hartman.
Terry L. Lester.
Tyler E. Wade.
Madison A. Peterson.
Andrew Merlin Bogard.
Caroline Kaylee Kenny.
Anthony Michael Loper.
Emily Margaret Irwin.
Blue Cade Allen Greer.
Andy Nicole Mendez.
Simon Christopher Roy.
Kayla Nicole McCabe.
Daniel R. Bugas.
Daniel Park.
Philip Belzeski.
Lindsay Michelle Raker.
Victoria Elizabeth Land.
Braden Randall Resch.
Caitlin Summer Ware.
Daniel Rocio Rojo.
Evan Frederick Westfall.
Catherine Jean Maddox.
Lee Javier Colton.
Megan Sarah Foster.
Anna Zigre.
Jessica Lee DeGostino.
Heidi Lynn Hahn.
Carrie Maureen Rafito.
Alicia Ann Dean.
Victoria Alessandra Riggett.
Cassandra Morgan Fragoso.
Blake Charles Torrerock.
Ashley Ann Olson.
Dakin Leslie Dawson.
Elizabeth Ann Strong.
Kylie Christine Solberg.
Christine Westmoreland.
Jessica Lynn Ruggles.
Rachel E. Polreese.
Raquel Pearson.
Valentina Casimir.
Laura Helen Easton.
Katie Renee Foster.
Kyle K. Dominic.
Jared Adam Kissling.
Marianne Hurlis.
Marcus Charles Fleming.
Jenica Brooke Compton.
Rachel Grace Manico.
Christy Lenore Winslow.
Rebecca Joan Bush.
Tyler Carson Eisenman.
Lindsay L. Messenger.
Tierra Bell Meadows.
Leanne Jeanette Yosbesher.
Kira Lee Emery.
Rebecca Brielle Mulgrew.
Hannah K. Iverson.
Jared Nathan Andreas.
Sarah Ann Thoftney.
Eric James Marvin.
Hinaveva Rosalia Resendez.
Daniel William Griner.
Alexis Marie Millward.
Corrine Rebecca Osmansky.
Vanessa Francis Ventresco.
Cynthia Teresita Sandoval.
Kylie Marie Webster.
Diana Kellen Breckenridge.
Nicole Linnea Paxton.
Dallas Marie Llewellyn.
Calvin Lauren Herring.
Celine D. Tran,
Thomas Patrick Albritton,
Elizabeth Waters,
Jennifer Williams,
Solmas Kamilova,
Caitlin Janelle Brown,
Laura Allison Webster,
Erin Ashley Lazowski,
Kathleen Nicole Kilduff,
Bethany Ruth Sargent,
Katie Lee Jordan,
Andrew Thomas Charles,
Heather Ann Black,
Robin Hurley,
Danielle Louise Manry,
Shelby Danielle Labrum,
Alicia R. Fong,
Tessa Amond,
Marin E. Brendifer,
Kevin Conrad Bingham,
Nathan Joseph Gomer,
Gwyneth Elaine Hackney,
Drew Aston Holliday,
William Paul West,
Jace Kenneth Schrader,
Aubrey Morgan LaBarbera,
Jacob E. Warwick,
Carissa Lynn Riley,
Lindsay Adam Timson,
Michelle Lauren Wooten,
Brandon Dwayne Heil Brennenstall,
David Schneider,
Seth Grant Chandler,
Alicia Marie Carney,
Paul S. Beetlespacher,
Ana Maria Espinera Ortega,
Brenton Peck,
Patricia Estelle Cade,
Michelle J. Denescu,
Jasmine Verduzco,
Kevin Croteau,
Julie Marie Bull,
Joshua Paul Murphy,
Heidi Emma Ray Owens,
Lindsay I. Lopez,
Kelly Nicole Campbell,
Tyler Danielle Garcia,
Leah Kareen Stevens,
Blake Patrick Doran,
Quinn McCauley,
Emily Justine Sherman,
John Joseph Ballantyne,
Daniel Shane Moyer,
Kaylee Michelle Beasley,
Kyla Ann Hill,
Allison Thomas Cody,
Catherine Rose Scott,
Pierce Kane,
Hannah Lynn Baker,
Skylar Kevin Stack,
Corey Lee Brending,
Jacob Christian Haley,
Kyle James Milanowski,
Travis Robinson,
Amy Lynn Ellenberg,
Brittany L. Ryan,
Cassidy Patricia Miller,
Kyle Robert Telstrom,
Janae Ann Parker,
Philip Martin Barrera,
Megan Ann Ruiz,
Jennifer Lynn Zielinski,
Thea Katrina Marie Petramica,
Danielson Feliti Awelua,
Madison May Turner,
Austin Taylor Cottrell,
Stephanie Michelle Miller,
Shalise Kaylee Ewing,
Tyler Bim Maynard,
Zachary Rudd Haney,
Antonio Madera,
Chandler Hutchinson,
Megan Moon Cantrell,
Chase Braxton Blakely,
Patrick John Steele,
Eric David Gordon,
Matthew Orion Geisler,
Diana Letitia Lopez,
Britt Anthony Eubanks,
Anna June Cafferty,
Keith William Nero,
Colleen Rose Calzacorta,
Ryder Saran,
Curtis Wayne Davidson,
Nicholas Edward Kosovicsik,
Jeffrey Allen Titcomb,
Kirsty Marie Cahoon,
Melissa Ray Eschenbrenner,
Emily Lowe,
Amber Victoria Nelson Gerolaman,
Vicky Mariah Rivera,
Ariana Maribel Villarreal,
Jennifer Barker,
Joseph Vladimir Bumorisro,
Jennifer Lee Johnson,
Emily Danielle McNamee,
Selena Luna Ceballos,
Elise Nicole Edwards,
Faith Rebecca Hartman,
Tana R. Gadsdick,
Jordan Lynn Ward,
Mary Beth Hall,
Michaela Cap Higley,
Jeremy Dan Gillies,
Lauren Alicia Tesh,
Terry Rasmussen,
Kevin Ian Belial,
Anthony Harper,
Clara A. Gray,
Jordan Taylor Burt,
Stephen A. Kimpson,
Jordan Feeney,
Brandon Wayne Feely,
Michelle Lindsay Piles,
Thomas James Tucker,
Madeline Ann Booth,
Jaden Weaver,
Matthew C. Short,
Zachary Michael Davlin,
Randy Wade Bauer,
Ryan Bertrand,
Julia Jane Redant,
Jamie Maureen Nosek,
Maxwell Brad Peterson,
Aruna K. League.
Quinn Gabrielle Donaldson.
Kelly Michelle Andrews.
Grace Ellen Slaughter.
Jeannie Marie Reinhardt.
Larissa Marie Epperson.
Sarah Linnell Furman.
Joshua David Schneider.
Joanna Umeri.
David C.B. Kosiel.
Kevin Lee.
Andrea Rose Blum.
Nicholas Menchaca.
Tristan Alexander Fishman.
Badir Hilal Alameri.
Carl Walker Davis.
Ibrahim Hassan.
Ashley K. Polito.
Tristan Thomas Olson.
Sarah Elizabeth Ann Massengale.
Matthew Christian Lawson.
Jacob James Arison.
Wyatt Jerry Myers.
Lorenzo D. Ruiz.
Creed Allen Fate.
Christopher George Kestner Jr.
Christopher Gale.
Tanner Christian Nielsen.
Jordan Orion.
Jonathan David Ageo.
Karoe Mitsukude.
John Waits.
Christopher Allen Bonner.
Deanna M. Eldridge.
So Min Lee.
Nicholas Jackson Dable.
Kimberly Michelle Campbell.
Adrian Grimes.
Vanessa D. Campbell.
Amanda Joyce Thane.
Hannah Elise Davis.
Caitlin Margaret Harrison Fredrickson.
Lorelei Munoz.
Kathleen H. Blackaller.
Leah Grant Hand.
Alicia Marie Walker.
Jesse Joy Gibson.
Esther Hotova.
Sydney Lene Slider.
L.J. Scott McKenzie.
Fung Lee.
Kevin Markham Luke.
Summer Joanne Miller.
Jasha Paycheck Dunn.
Melody Mae Poindexter.
Eric Zuriam Castano.
Adeline Glick.
Kamari Nicole Howard.
Allison Kimberly Nyson.
A.J. Richardson Jr.
Doa Ibrahim.
Brianna Rose Alston.
Mitchell C. Giebler.
Milan Katrin Danklar.
Gerald Don Douthit.
Stephanie Barrios.
Marco Clemente Rueda.
Malaya Gian Campbell.
Christian Sol Bucher.
Fructoso M. Balsadua.
Mackenzie Murray Shea.
Clifford J. Ross.
Samantha Pauline Swank.
Colin M. Finello.
Karina Helene Phillips.
Karina Solis.
Brooke Danielle D'Amico.
Blaise Bordeaux.
Mackenzie Louise Allen.
Susan Nicholson.
Madeline True Danner.
Madison Nicole Kreiner.
Lindsay Ann Spears.
Nicole Eve Kreiner.
Carly Danielle Moore.
Nicolina Rose DeMarinis.
Michael Ryan Mahoney.
Kelsey Elizabeth Donahue.
Taylor Marie Turney.
Kendall Johnson.
Marissa Watkins.
Joseph Taylor Graham.
Lauren Joy Smith.
David Hofer.
Whitney Lehman.
Casey Gilworth.
Johnny Dean Doherty.
Ashlyn Christina McLean.
Grace Claire Carroll.
Alexandria Elaine Griffiths.
Macy L. Beard.
Sarah Michelle Watkins.
Nathan Timothy Schneider.
Carissa Jewel Sadeo.
Mohammed H. El Shafi.
Jordan Brittany Cunningham.
Hannah Stewart.
Johnny Corazon Peterson.
Kaylee Sue Gross.
Alex Beers.
Emma Chelovich.
Anna Christine Holdeman.
Jordan Brianne Coe.
Emma Johanna Hooper.
Lauren Elizabeth Fries.
Cassandra Lee Robbins.
Kristen Perkins.
Madeline Marie Yosikana.
Stephen Hexum.
Dean Goulder.
Troy Livesey.
Donnie Edward Harris.
Presley Jordan Giacomazzo.
Ashley Janae Enbisk.
Antonio Moyet Jr.
Lindy E. Newmeyer.
Callista Diane Howdick.
Ten Yu Chen.
Marcus James Slocum.
Fordausa Mohammed Muzay.
Ryan Richard Garver.
Heather Bracken Parrish.
Jordan Elizabeth Cherry.
Kenya Contreras Monreal.
Amy Rollins.
Melissa May Lesk.
Brooke Olivia Houston.
Tyler Huff.
Erica Janae Todd.
Kellyanne Aaron Mutruiz.
Kayla Schmid.
Elizabeth Ashley Bishop.
Nathan Paul Dawson.
Taylor Elizabeth Alpaw.
Oz Guzman Monroy.
Madison Murphy Taylor.
James Duncan.
Shylin Ray Novak.
Blake Andrew Gonzalez.
Travis Lewis Leach.
Tatiana Rain Strange Garasa.
Reese Park.
Katie June Lefevre.
Daniel Tovar Felix. Tessa Marie Pitzer.
Please join us in congratulating these graduates. Graduates, please be seated. Will Dr. Richard Osgathorpe, Dean of the College of Education, and Dr. Jennifer Snow, Associate Dean, please come forward and recognize the graduates from the College of Education? Will the graduates receiving degrees from the College of Education please rise and come to the front of the stage?
It's okay, I was trying to find a place to be. It's weird. This person. Caitlin Lee Aubie.
Brittany Emily Sabata.
Catherine Ann McCullough.
Taylor Lane Hedges.
Blair Elaine Smith.
Madison Lee Goff.
Danielle Wanda Bickle.
Suzanne Elizabeth Stiles.
Emma A. Winger.
Gabrielle Kathleen Kokenda.
Shauna Eileen Thompson.
Katrina Ann Bowney.
Christopher Charles Jensen.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Spearing.
Madison Lynn Thompson.
Anna Del Rey Bailey.
Siobhan Claire McSweeney.
Jennifer Jensen Legault.
Haley Alexandra Naylor.
Haley Marie Matheson.
Aubrey Lynn Newman.
Amber Warner.
Aubrey Geraldine Crisp.
Sarah Cherie Brodeker.
Mariah Averett.
Cassandra May LaChapelle.
Anna Savage.
Alyssa Erin Fries.
Lacey K. Hiron.
Samantha Lynn Andreas.
Amber Nicole Schreider.
Kaylee Dawn Lewis.
Caitlin Michelle Stevens.
Hannah Marie Luloff.
Jenna Marie Clubb.
Emma Catherine Guzman.
Julie Dawn Weisbrod.
Jonathan Wyatt Morgono.
Mackenzie Ann Peters.
Christine Michelle Davis Mendoza.
Ryan Joseph Haubeck.
Kelly Jan Reed Hoyer.
Julia Patricia Gorman.
Laura Esparza.
Beth Lynn Glazer.
Brianna Samonchuk.
Caitlin Gayleen Dean.
Emily Ann McCoy.
Jamie Brooks Warren.
Ashley Marita Bates.
Jisun Hyun.
Kaylee R. Quinn. Savannah Jean Reitmeyer.
Please join us in congratulating these graduates. Graduates, please be seated. Will Dr. Corey Cook, Dean of the School of Public Service, and Dr. Andrew Giacomazzi, Associate Dean, please come forward and recognize the graduates from the School of Public Service? Will the graduates receiving degrees from the School of Public Service please rise and come to the front of the stage?
Maria Teresa Coyne.
Douglas P. Pike.
Jeff M. Rhodes.
Allison Janae Overton.
Gabrielle Marie Bastria.
Matthew Clark.
Gina Beltucci.
Morgan Gould.
Asil Isa Al-Mansouri.
Alexandra Hope Langle.
Kelly Marie Dugdale.
Cynthia Marie Mouses.
Cassie Adams.
Miranda Grace McCall.
Leanne Majors.
Haley Marie Gardner.
Sienna Marie Chastain.
Jared Tyler D'Amato.
Carissa Rogers.
Zachary Daniel Height.
Cole A. Newell.
Timothy Joseph Alvarez.
Evan Wallace Rakesh Pfister.
Dean Brian Ramirez.
Brian Paul Brown.
Justin Caleb Coburn.
Jonathan Rodriguez.
Joseph Edward Suchaki.
Taylor Lauren Lebar.
Lisa Marie Berry.
Mackenzie Christine Johnson.
Caleb O'Neill.
Tia Lynn Prophet.
Matthew Lissy.
Hannah Glenn Wynn.
Matthew John Berry.
Shauna Embry.
Brooklyn Christine Saborski.
Kendra Tresan Riebel.
Stephanie Tolliver.
Vanessa Adams.
Jonathan Emiliano Medina Gutierrez.
Austin Cornwell.
Brian Alva Rice.
Tyler Douglas Worthington.
Spencer David Heiner Stalhan.
Emily Adele Larson.
Gwen Marie Heater.
Carolina Ramos.
Caitlin Derry Swafford.
Cameron Scott Smith.
Taylor Mitchell Archuleta.
Ryan Langen.
Haley Marie Curisu.
Karina Nicole Childers.
Emily Ann Calhoun.
Karen Zaid Armenta Rojas.
Sydney Lynn Thompson.
Sydney Taylor Helston.
Ryan C. Carlson.
William Ray Headley.
Cameron Andrew Wells.
Vijay Sani.
Tara Marie Keith.
Brett David Griesier.
Ryan Christine Mitchell.
Nathan Christopher Beckman.
Lexi Ray Alec Paula.
Christopher Johnson.
Joseph Anthony Mendonza.
Matthew Theodore Christian Reiber.
Madison Eileen Grady.
Andrew Scott Johnson.
Mackenzie Ann Moss.
James Lee Teggett.
Haley L. Johnson Waskow.
Jace Parker.
Elizabeth Lynn Pop.
John Francis Carlson.
Lauren May Pena.
Renee Lynn Cronin.
Kirsten Blythe Barnson.
Jeffrey Leonard Horton.
Colton Matthew Westcott.
Dina Marie Neves.
Jason Robert McCrary.
Amanda Faum Haynes.
Ryan Douglas Knutson.
Brooke Ashley Chick.
Emma June Chard.
Evangelina Jude Rodriguez.
Ryan James Keating.
Ruby Mendeville Rabago.
Yarele Avila Medrano.
Abigail Jane Shepard.
Tiffany Shauna Catrice Painter.
Alexandru Turpezan. Maria Felipa Sanguino Juarez.
Please join us in congratulating these graduates. Graduates, please be seated. Provost Schimpf.
Graduates, you have played a critical role in the life of this university. You attended Boise State in a dynamic and transformational period in our history. As an increasing number of students from across Idaho and beyond come to Boise State, life is enriched immeasurably, adding to the chemistry that turns a university campus into a vibrant living and learning community. Never forget the role that each and every one of you played in building the Boise State of today and in contributing to the quality and value of the Boise State degree. Indeed, your role will be recognized as one of the building blocks that empowered Boise State to serve a stronger Idaho, to build a state and regional economy, and to improve the civic fabric of this very special place we call home. As we come to the conclusion of our ceremony, we welcome you to the Alumni Association. Now at this point, we usually add some line about how you're entitled to lifelong solicitations from your alma mater. But we do hope that as you take each new step in your career, you'll consider the Boise State Alumni Association to be of service to you, whether it's mentoring, career advice, or counseling on educational opportunities beyond the degree that you earn today. After all, you are graduating at a time described by Thomas Friedman of the New York Times as the age of acceleration. where change is occurring so rapidly in society and the workplace that the education that we validate for you today may need reinforcement and enhancement as the years go by. So we invite you to become a member and join the thousands of fellow graduates who've elected to remain connected and who are committed to leaving an imprint that will serve future generations of Broncos. And to demonstrate the growing influence of our alumni community, we ask that all Boise State alumni in the audience today please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Graduates, in a moment, the Boise State University faculty will recognize you with the traditional honors march, led by Dr. Edward Test, President of the Faculty Senate. Our faculty will applaud you for your hard work and dedication as a way of wishing you the very best as you step into the next phase of your lives. After the ceremony, please join us at your college receptions located at the patio above the field in the back of the Student Union building. And feel free to be one of the first in line for one of our favorite Bronco traditions, family graduation photos on our B Plaza in front of the administration building. The closing music this afternoon will be performed by the Boise State Meistersingers, directed by Michael Porter. They will be performing Les Bois, Boise State's alma mater, music by J.L. Strachan, arranged by Jared Sorum, with words by H. Moore. So at this time, please stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater.
Boise State beautiful, Boise State wonderful, here alma mater, the praise from our lips, shine from the strength of the Idaho forest, shine from the hills where the western sun dips. Bring us in honor to tasks of the future, help us in dignity forward to go. Shine in our hearts, alma mater beloved, cast thy warm light on the lives of us all. Boise State beautiful, Boise State wonderful, hear alma mater, the praise from our lips, shine from the strength of the Idaho forest, shine from the hills where the western sun dips.
Thank you, Meistersingers. And finally, graduates who are receiving a baccalaureate degree or an associate degree, please signify in unison the completion of your graduation by moving your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left side of the mortarboard. Congratulations, graduates! Have a great summer!